Have you ever looked at your bank account and thought, where on earth did all my money go? If you're over 60, living on your own, and trying to enjoy retirement without breaking the bank, this one's for you. Because today, we're going to talk about 9 sneaky things that are draining your wallet faster than your grandkids raiding your cookie jar. But more importantly, I'll show you how to stop it. Stick with me, and by the end of this video, you'll feel more in control, more prepared, and a whole lot lighter.
Let's get right into it.
First up is designer fashion.
You know what I mean.
Fancy labels. Expensive handbags. Those shoes that look great but hurt like the devil. Here's the thing, when we were younger, a sharp outfit might have opened doors, turned heads, or made a big impression at work. But now?
Who are you dressing up for?
Your cat?
The mailman?
Truth is, chasing fashion trends in your golden years can get expensive. And it rarely adds real joy. Meet Helen. She's 68, used to work in finance, and her closet looked like a fashion showroom. After retiring, she realized something wild. She hadn't worn half of it in over a year. Why? Because most days, she was gardening, babysitting, or reading with a cup of tea. The heels and silk blouses just didn't fit the life she loved living. So she donated most of it and kept a few comfy classics. She says now her favorite thing to wear is a smile.
Corny?
Maybe. True? Absolutely. Second, tech upgrades. New phones, new tablets, smartwatches that tell you how many steps you didn't take today. Companies want us to believe we need the latest model every year. But let me ask you something. If your phone still makes calls, sends messages, and shows you grandbaby photos, do you really need that titanium triple lens face scanner thingy? Ruth from Oregon thought she did. She's 72, sharp as a tack. Bought a new phone with a price tag over $1,000. Next thing she knew, she was missing calls, couldn't find the flashlight, and was yelling at the settings menu. Eventually, she went back to her old phone. She said it was the best breakup she ever had. Her advice? If it still works, it still works. Technology is here to help us, not confuse us. Third, credit card interest.
You know what is sneaky den a raccoon at midnight?
Compound interest. Especially on credit cards. You buy a few things here and there, maybe a new appliance, a birthday gift, and before you know it, you're paying hundreds just in interest. Joanne, a 70-year-old widow, fell into that trap. After losing her husband, shopping became a comfort.
Little things.
But they added up. One day, she realized she'd paid over $9,000 in interest over 2 years. That's not even the stuff. That's just the price of borrowing. So she made a plan. Called the bank, set up payments, forgave herself, and slowly dug her way out. Remember, guilt doesn't pay off debt. Action does. Fourth, unused subscriptions. Streaming services, magazine apps, fancy cooking channels you signed up for during lockdown.
Ring a bell?
Companies count on us forgetting. $10 here, 12 there, adds up fast. Margaret from Texas found she was paying over $90 a month on things she didn't even use anymore. Her go-to shows? Turns out they were free on regular TV. So she trimmed the fat. Now she picks one service a month, rotates them, and uses her library card to watch documentaries for free.
Smart, right?
Next up, lottery tickets.
Don't get mad.
I know it's just a few dollars. And hey, we all like to dream. But Dolores from Ohio added up 5 years of playing Powerball.
Over 5 grand.
She said the most she ever won was $20. So she started her own dream fund. $10 a week into a savings jar. Last month, she used it to take a pottery class and buy a new sun hat. She says those things made her feel luckier than any scratch-off ever did. Sixth, food delivery. It's convenient, sure. But have you seen those fees? Delivery, service, tip, and before you blink, that $12 salad turns into a $25 disappointment. Linda, 63, leaned on delivery a lot after her husband passed. But it hit her hard when her doctor flagged high blood pressure and she saw her bank statement. Over $3,000 on takeout in a year. So she made a rule, 3 home-cooked meals a week.
Nothing fancy.
Soup. Roasted veggies. Real food. Now she invites her neighbor for lunch once a week and says she hasn't felt this good in years. 7. and used fitness equipment. We've all done it. Bought the treadmill. Used it twice. Then it becomes a $900 coat rack. Nancy, 69, got herself a top-tier elliptical. She used it for 2 weeks, then hurt her knee, then ignored it for 6 months. Every time she walked past it, she felt guilty. So she sold it. Joined a local walking group instead.
Fresh air, good conversation, and zero guilt. The truth is, your body want movement, not machinery.
8th, overpriced self-help courses. The internet is full of programs that promise to change your life, help you find your purpose, or unlock eternal happiness. And maybe some are helpful. But Barbara, a retired nurse at 71, signed up for one that cost over $4,000. After months of Zoom calls and worksheets, she realized it was telling her things she already knew. Now she volunteers, joined a book club, and mentors younger women. She says her sense of purpose didn't come from a course. It came from connection. And finally, number 9, buying brand new cars. That new car smell fades fast, but the payments stick around. Edith, 75, decided she deserved something new and bought a brand new SUV. A year later, it had lost a third of its value, and she was cutting back on fun stuff just to afford the payments. So she traded it in for a certified pre-owned car. Used the savings to take a train trip through the Rockies. Best decision she ever made. Now listen, I'm not here to scold you.
You've earned your comfort.
But sometimes we fall into habits that used to make sense but don't serve us anymore. These small shifts in spending, they're not just about saving money. They're about freeing up space.
Space for joy, for peace, for connexion. Sauter qu'un moment.
Breathe. Ask yourself, which of these habits might be costing me more than I realized? And which one am I ready to change? If any of these stories reminded you of yourself, you're not alone. We're all figuring it out. One smart choice at a time. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Which one of these hit home for you? Is there a habit you're ready to let go of? Drop a comment and share your experience. You never know who you might help just by speaking up. If you found this video helpful, pass it along to someone you care about. Hit like, maybe share, and don't forget to subscribe if you want more simple, honest advice for living well after 60.
Take care of yourself. You deserve it.